as we all know, the media, the news, and the hospitality sector never sleeps. It's 24 into 7, so we are sorry for calling you on Sunday. But there is a need for us to clear certain confusion that is being circulated in social media, and therefore we have called you up to clarify those confusion. We are going ahead with shutdown. We have, in the process, we have discussed with the government, and through our Honorable Minister Sri KG Kene, who is also the spokesperson of the government, and we have apprised the entire issue to him, and he took all the sympathies, interests, and he tried to understand our situation and position and our demand. And he acknowledged that the demand is very genuine. Accordingly, he took the pain to sit with Honorable Chief Minister and deliberated with Honorable Chief Minister. And accordingly, we also have received a communication from the Honorable Minister urging us to keep in abeyance the proposed voluntary shutdown. The 9 district chambers, the CNCCI office has deliberated on the letter that Honorable Minister has sent us. We are highly indebted to him. We appreciate the concern, the effort that he has put to bring into an amicable solution. However, the letter that we have received as we deliberate with the 9 district chambers and the office bearers, it has agreed that we appreciate and we respect the letter that the government has given, and we also acknowledge and humbled by the promptness of government trying to resolve our issue. So we have resolved that. However, the 9 districts and the office has a concern that without a time frame, it is impossible for us to just call off. And therefore, the 9 districts and the office bearers of CNCCI has decided that we will go on with the shutdown, voluntary, which is very peaceful. It will be peaceful, we assure you. And it will be a democratic expression of displeasure. So, with that, I want to make the press conference very precise, not dwelling on other issues, but very specific to this upcoming shutdown. Here, I want to be very clear to the state government, as well as the consumers, as well as the business community, that the CNCCI over the last 4 years has tried to convey to the government that the demands and aspiration of the 9 district chambers are met. And therefore, the CNCCI team, we have tried to troubleshoot, we have tried to play the middleman and bring into solution some kind of solution with the state government as per the mandate given to us by the 9 district chambers. Now, our effort for last 4 years has not come to a fruition that we expected. And therefore, now the CNCCI technically has now given the responsibility as demanded by the district chambers that we have allowed them to pursue their means and course of action. So, as you are all aware, after our repeated and constant effort to make government understand. We also went back to the 9th district telling the difficulties that the CNCCI are facing. Based on that, the 9 districts has taken their own unilateral decisions that they will go for indefinite shutdown. And that has come out in the separate press release by all the district chambers. And the CNCCI says similarly, some of the district has even come up with 2-3 press releases that they are going ahead with a shutdown unilaterally. So here technically the CNCCI no more can't say more or can't do much now to stop the district chambers from going ahead with their demands, which they have feel they have been very aggrieved. And therefore we have accordingly allowed and agreed to the district chamber of commerce to go ahead with their indefinite shutdown. Any given point of time, if the government can give us a deadline, we will immediately call off the indefinite shutdown. Here, we want to again stress that we have waited for 4 years. So we are not in a hurry. We are a matured body. We are ready to listen to the government. We are ready to wait for the government. So we are not in a hurry कि एक हफ्ता पर मजते DDV, एक महीना मजते DV इनका भी कुछ नहीं. Just that we need the assurance from the government कि time bound इतना 6 महीना होगी, next session assembly होगी, itu kuri diwo. No like next cabinet meeting होले भी kuru will look into it kuri disho गले तो we are happy. It's not that aji DV kali DV itu lagai कुछ नहीं. But as I want to repeat myself, the CNCCI given as a mandate, we have done our best for last 4 years. Now, with no breakthrough, now the district as they have unilaterally come out, we are allowing them to go ahead.
Supplement 4 years negotiate the government knows the problem. Whereas Kohima and Mokokchung, the rest have been neglected. As we all know, the previous press released question. Dimapur itself, government revenue 60%, more than 60% revenue has, but the government has been neglecting Dimapur. Why? If they start we have no problem with that. But if you come back at neglect since that problems what is the hidden agenda of the government? Or that press release the government be all Dimapur Municipal we have not sent anybody from the DCCI or CNCCI. All so many things are put up for that question now, but we are very forced straight. Government knows the problem. Government of the day knows the problem. We have no problem with that, but they are sitting on the problem. We are trying to Nagaland government we are trying to understand them also. Negotiate procrastinate procrastinate you should all know public and visual Dimapur itself nomination demand Municipal Act they passed actually the 1/5 but after the election nomination to act to political party nominate why the public are so silent on those things? Why do we need so many from the political party nomination? Dimapur manbi no hai, bahar manbi nominate kurna sa Dimapur do municipal do. Business na jana manbi Dimapur la affairs na jana tha manbi appointment kurna sa Dimapur do. Example dia sa itu de. Naga public hali tu buju bola ye.
Yeah, thank you.
That's what I want to say.
Thank you, Kevin. Let me also come in here once again. There has been confusion that the business community from Dimapur DCCI per se has been accommodated in the Dimapur Municipal Council. And as per our record, no official has been uh, forwarded by the DCCI, or for that matter, the office of CNCCI has not recommended anyone that is being nominated and in the office. So Amikhan Laga, on the record, we want to appeal to the government that the government might be slightly confused with the issue, but there is no representation from the there's no member who represents the DCCI or business community in the DMC. It will be on the record clarify kuri dibo mona ase. Aro anybody representing a business community needs to be a consensus member from the business community. Then only he or she can speak on behalf. Kunba dukan ekta kholi kena business ekta choli kena itu manu ke hali dikena business community represent kure ase gole, how can he take a decision on behalf of the business community? Within there, we want it to be very specific, very clear that there is maybe misunderstanding that the business community has been accommodated, but it is not true. So that's one. Number two, as my treasurer has just said, the Municipal Act in original is for the representation of 1:5, and we understand the difficulties of the government. So they have amended and brought it down to 1:3. We also appreciate that because it is for our own good. And here, the government, if willing, can further accommodate the business community. If it can bring down from 1/5 to 1/3, then it definitely can further bring down. So if the government is willing, the issue can be resolved. Now, here, as I have stated earlier in my press conference today, also I want to reiterate, Nagamis Pragoi Diwa Kunba social media, then Nagamis Prabi Kovi Koi Tage. Public can all of dictar pabo, duk pabo helebi, or consumers can helebi. Ami kan itu clear cut common jadu, itu government laga against the bin hoide, itu ULBs, DMC hobi, KMC hobi, noile urban local bodies kun laga against the bin hoide. We are trying to be part of the system to help the ULBs. Consumers kan laga interest pi safeguard kurwole, business community laga interest pi safeguard kurwola. Ami kan to system te jage na mili ke na kam kurwola for the benefit. Kimane? Ami kan business community pura tate ULBs te na thagile. Most of the decisions bishi to ULB te business community laga loi thage. तो आमी खान न থাকিলে उल्टा पुल्टा डिसीजन लोआ टाइमते आमी खान बिजनेस कम्युनिटी ते क्या एफेक्ट करा लोगो कंज्यूमर्स के एफेक्ट करा আছে আর कंज्यूमर्स के एफेक्ट करा আছে तुमते मकान कोन के भी अगेंस्ट करा ना होले भी आमी खान भी मिली के ना इतु सिस्टम भाल प्रा होला के सब लगा बेनिफिट होले और कुरबनी मिते आमी खान इतु गवर्नमेंट के रिक्वेस्ट करा আছে इतु निमिते मोरम प्रा पब्लिक के भी इतु क्लियर काट बुझी दिबी आगे दे आमी कोआ निशिना ओए प्रॉब्लम डिसीजन रॉन्ग डिसीजन आइसे गले ULBs खान तो आमी खान बिजनेस अगेंस्ट न होय कंज्यूमर्स खान अगेंस्ट न होवो पारे होले भी न जानि के न रॉन्ग डिसीजन लइले तो बिजनेस कम्युनिटी तो लॉस तो बिक्री न करो तो इतु तो पास ऑन टू द कंज्यूमर्स हो जाबो इतु टाइम दे पास ऑन टू कंज्यूमर्स हो टाइम दे कंज्यूमर दुख पाए तिनते অলপ তো आमी खान লগতে मिली के ना যাই দিলে বেশি ভালো হবো কই কিনে তো একটা এটু বি আমি অন দ্য রেকর্ড কমন আছে আজি আমি খান লাগা অনারেবল মিনিস্টার কেজে কেনে কে ভাল প্রা সিটিং গুর কেনা ভাল প্রা এক্সপ্লেন করিছিলে হি আন্ডারস্টুড দ্য পজিশন অফ বিজনেস কমিউনিটি এন্ড হি এক্সপ্রেস ইট অ্যাজ আ জেনুইন ডিমান্ড और ताई गोइसा किमान एनजिओस प्रा कुन प्रा मांगी थाइले बि you are the people that deserves to be represented कोइ केना ताई honorable CM लोगोदे कोइ दिसे here I want to clearly point out once again 4 साल प्रा चीफ सेक्रेटरी के कोइ के नाइसे 4 साल प्रा डिपार्टमेंट के कोइ के नाइसे I think they have failed to communicate the demand and the genuinity of the demand of business community to the government, that is the cabinet and honorable chief minister. It in the communication gap and I am not blaming the government of the day, but the concerned people whom we have been writing to for last 4 years, including chief secretary and the department, has failed to do genuinely present the demands put forth by the CNCCI. Itu nimide gap ulai side. Otherwise, we sincerely understand that government is trying to address our issue. Itu jani se ki mane last time mokan kwa logo the government bra immediately amikan ke matise. Secondly, this time our government official spokesperson and the honorable minister has immediately said with the chief minister. So government is serious and we really are appreciative of the government position. It will be on a record very clear kuri dia ase. Tai amikan laga he has said that he has appraised our issue with the honorable Dr. Nifinirio, that all the memos that we have submitted, all the correspondence that we have done with the government has been apprised. And accordingly, they have said and they have deliberated on this. And they will, in the coming cabinet meeting, since it cannot be decided by 2 individuals, 3 individuals, in the cabinet, it has to be decided on a larger sitting. So next cabinet deliberate pi kuri thibo iniga koi kena ase. Holibi till then last cabinet meeting hesapte amikan as a special invitees thagibi goise, which we have rejected. So this is the correspondence we have received. We are very happy. We are very kind to the government, but we are still insisting that we need a deadline. See, let's not go to broader areas because we are very specific to the issue. But let me just answer this only. When it was, what is local self-governance? In fact, Pura citizen is a part of local self-government. And if the situation, if the circumstances, or if the job demands that, it should be given if it is doing justice. Now, when the government, as I have earlier stated, the original bill states that it has to be 1/5. When government can bring it to 1/3, what is the big problem in accommodating 1 or 2 members? To the issue in I also want to clarify that it is all about everyone coming together and then building our market, building our towns, building our cities. It is not about kiba ami lobo loi jabo la kotha noy de. It is misunderstand nokuri divi. It clear cut itu ko dibo man se.
Itu representation khande diaram de to government bar verbal assurance di on many occasions. Will be written assurance to dianai. Or itu the letters, I mean not the letters also. Will be when we had the Northeast Conclave at Nyatu Resort. I think 2 years back. Itu time to be CM Aisha. He has graced the occasion also. Itu time to be Mohan Tadevi tagi remind kudishe. Representation to Aro resubmit kudishe. Will be Tadevi tai kwatu kudishe. Will be it's all verbal assurance only. No written assurance.
From the office of CNCCI, we recommended 1 from Kohima, 1 from Mokokchung, and both were accommodated. But our recommendation for Dimapur was never accommodated. Therefore, we are saying that Dimapur laga to business community laga representative tonight. Lastly,
Only the 3 all the other districts.
so lastly, I want to say CNCCI to amikhan laga manga noide. I want to clarify this to the public and once and for all. District laga affairs ase district ki accommodate korbi. Ami as a CNCCI amikhan, we feel for the market, we feel for the consumers, and we feel for the public. That's why we are fighting this, because we know this is a just cause. Nohele to ami laga chairman, ami laga secretary laga post mangan hoide in the public pura ami kan kiniga sacrifice korase for the benefit of everyone, please apni khan bhi juk dibi koi kene itu appeal kora. We are starting from tomorrow because all the district chambers has clearly come up with a press release that they will start by tomorrow. So now even our Dimapur Chamber of Commerce is with us in our midst, our Vice President. So he can also clarify on the Naga Council thing. Here we want to clearly tell, appeal the Naga Council that, as I have stated, whatever we are doing, or DCCI is doing, it is for the good of the business community and consumers of the Dimapur. And luckily, Dimapur being one of the commercial hub of Nagaland, technically the DCCI is also fighting for the rest of Nagaland as well. So I will appeal Naga Council that this is not the CNCCI's call, but this is the call of 9 district chambers. So we will request them to kindly cooperate with Dimapur District Chamber and bring out some amicable solution.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.